Welcome back to AUMLive News. I'm Krista Burns.
And I'm Shatea Celestine. Thank you for joining us this week. I was able to attend the Upsilon ETA chapter of Alpha Fraternity Inc. Spring 2023 Probate presentation in the Taylor Center. The purpose of the presentation is to showcase new members' dedication to the organization and their understanding of its history, principles, and values. Many students and parents were in attendance to support two of our own AUM students in crossing over. Congratulations to Lester Morton Jr. and Marshall Howard.
Thanks, Shatea. Have you bought something recently in the bookstore? How do you feel about the prices? I took some time this week to talk to an AUM student about how she feels about the options available. Let's take a look. Today we are here in Montgomery, Alabama, at Auburn University at Montgomery's campus bookstore. The problem concerning students today are the prices of the snacks available for purchase in the bookstore. Students are allowed to purchase snacks using their Warhawk ID that has access to the money for their dining plan. What makes this important for students is that the prices are not listed for the snacks that are available for purchase in the bookstore. The most important part about this whole problem is that most of the snacks that are available for purchase are not the same as your local grocery store. A lot of the snacks available here for purchase are more expensive than your average grocery store. Not having the prices listed makes it harder for students to know what they're purchasing and how much money they will have left on their dining meal card.
I feel like if I go to Walmart and buy something in bulk, it's a lot cheaper and more beneficial than getting like the smallest bag of chips or like one drink in the bookstore when I can just go to the store and buy it. I feel like that's kind of a waste of a meal plan.
Students in the past have complained about how expensive the snacks here are in the bookstore. The university struggles to lower these prices because of the country's inflation. This has been Krista Burns, AUMLive Campus News.
Great work, Krista. Now it's time to join Cam for his report on AUM sports.
Thanks, Shatea. AUM's baseball team faced off against Delta State University last Sunday. Going into the game, both teams split a doubleheader, with the Warhawks winning the first one 11-3, followed by Delta State winning the second one 9-4. The Warhawks fought hard, but eventually fell short to Delta State with a final score of 7-6. AUM pitchers Clay Sagal, Chandler Wade, and Michael Myers allowed a total of 10 hits combined. Casey Clark scored a run off a Zach Dew RBI in the fifth inning, giving the Warhawks a 5-3 lead. In the sixth inning, Brody Sire hit a sacrifice fly to left field, allowing Cole McWhorter to score a run, giving the Warhawks a 6-4 lead. The Statesmen would hit a home run in the eighth inning, followed by an additional 2 runs in the ninth inning to finish off the game, snagging a final score of 7-6. The Warhawks will be on the road at 6 p.m. on Friday going against Mississippi College. This has been Cameron Grant with your AUM Sports News. Back to you, Shatea.
Exciting as always, a new computer program is taking over the nation since its launch last November. ChatGPT is one of the newest and most advanced artificial intelligence. Let's join Jamarcus to learn more.
Many students begin to struggle when writing an essay, but a new artificial intelligence software may improve or destroy how future generations of students generate their work. The new artificial intelligence software is called ChatGPT.
About their role as instructors and like the ways that we create assignments or help students, but it's also then forcing students to think about how they want to approach that assignments and how much.
Most students are not trying to use ChatGPT to cheat on assignments. Most are just curious to see how the technology works.
It can give you ideas to do creative things. Like, I'm not sure that you could write a fully coherent paper with all factual evidence.
Now that some students are using ChatGPT to automatically generate their assignments, can professors notice the difference?
If we were to unpack an essay written by ChatGPT versus a student, we might see that the ChatGPT one is very formulaic or has flaws, or we could even do a kind of critical analysis of it. So we
will continue to see our students and teachers use ChatGPT. This is Jamarcus Knight.
ChatGPT is an example of the advances we've made in technology. While the application is exploding in usage, another popular app has come under fire. We'll turn it over to Rachel Moore, who has the scoop.
If you have opened social media or watched any type of news channel, you are sure to have heard about the ongoing investigation into TikTok. The social platform has exploded in popularity since its foundation in 2016. Generally an app for community and video sharing, it has garnered criticism by some, threatened by user information data being stored and shared with foreign countries. TikTok is used primarily by the younger generation, especially the millennials and below. University Communications Director Troy Johnson says AUM is able to track students' social media usage. In recent years, TikTok has developed from an app for viral dances to a user-friendly, helpful tool.
Now it's becoming more of a go-to for information for, college-age individuals.
The app has the potential to aid in research and spreading knowledge, yet government agencies have begun banning the platform. Many people believe the hearing was too harsh. However, there is documentation of dangers involving clout chasing, a phenomenon of doing ridiculous stunts in order to go viral.
You hear about things over the years like the Tide Pod Challenge or, a lot of these ridiculous stunts where, people might, do things that are criminal acts or, self-harmful. So
CEO Shuzi Chu shared his testimony to Congress, where they raised concerns of whether or not China's Communist Party would have unlimited access to American citizens' information.
If you're a realist, you have to acknowledge that there's issues with Twitter. There's issues with the metaverse.
Congresswoman Kathy Rogers scathed the app and its CEO, claiming the app preys on the innocence of children and works with Mexican cartels. Much of TikTok's attraction is its algorithm, a feature that makes the app finely tuned to the user's interests. Frank Pallone acknowledged TikTok's addictive algorithm that is able to predict with uncanny accuracy the next video that will keep the user engaged and occupied.
It's really easy to kind of get down that wormhole where you just kind of start obsessively swiping and watching things, and you lose out on some of those person-to-person interactions and conversations.
Whether or not the app will be taken from users for good is still in the hands of lawmakers. This has been Rachel Moore with AUMLive News. Back to you.
This is a developing story, so make sure you stay tuned. Otherwise, let's join Mason for this week's weather.
Thanks, guys. So the weather for the rest of this week looks a little something like this. On Wednesday, it's going to be partially cloudy with a high of 89 and a low of 66. On Thursday, it'll be fully cloudy with a high of 85 and a low of 65. Friday, those clouds that I talked about from Thursday are going to start dispensing rain, so you better bring an umbrella, with a high of 79 and a low of 59. And Saturday, you thought they were done. They're not. It's still raining with a high of 62 and a low of 54. So that'll be the weather for the rest of the week, and I hope you have a great week. And back to y'all.
As always, thank you for joining us at AUM Live News.
We hope you stay safe and stay connected with us for updates and events. Until next time, go Warhawks!